Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today we're trying Greetings from the Landmass by Parish Brewing Company out of Broussard, Louisiana. Thanks for joining us.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking and reviewing. Today is no exception. We're going to be doing that yet again. Appreciate you guys checking us out. Be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell, as well as check us out on social media. The links are below in the description. Gentlemen, what are we drinking today?
Greetings from the Landmass by Parish Brewing Company out of Broussard, Louisiana.
I'm excited to try this one.
Let's get cracking. So, Parish has a series all about the greetings from. The first I saw was Holly Beach. Then they have Grand Isle. They have an Lower Alabama. It's all based on kind of Gulf Coast locations. They've got an Emerald Isle. Well, this Greetings from the Landmass has a unique story.
It's got a unique
Nice.
aroma, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot that goes into this beer.
Good color.
Almost looks like an orange juice.
Yeah, it does.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates. Not right there. Yeah, so they describe it as fruity creamsicle smoothies.
Can see that.
Good description.
And I agree. Fruity,
Yep.
creamy, kind of like a smoothie. It's thick. So it's a Berliner Weisse. It's going to be fruity, tart. This one's a little more tropical because of what? Pomegranate, pineapple, orange, lime, and then you said almond too. They had written down there. Yep. It uses crystal hops. 5.6%, 0 IBUs. It's one for Ben.
Fantastic. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the punch you get. If you go to some of these events that I'm sure we all growing up, there was a punch with the sherbet. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. That's somewhat what it reminds me of from a taste standpoint. It's very pineapple. I mean, pineapple is the first thing that hits me in tasting it.
You get that kind of that orange juice zing to it. Mm-hmm. Really good, almost as if they just put in, made a fruit punch and put in some club soda into it to get that extra fizz.
Yeah.
For those of our few viewers that may not know why they call it Greetings from the Landmass. So their greeting series about Gulf Coast areas from Louisiana through Florida. And if you go back to, 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans, but actually did the eye not hit Waveland, Mississippi, so there's a stretch of Gulf Coast on Mississippi, but the people from the Weather Channel or whichever other national news organizations didn't refer to as the eye hitting Mississippi. They said it hit the landmass between Louisiana and Alabama. So that was the running joke. Mississippi is just nothing but the landmass between Louisiana and Alabama.
I remember those statements, and then there were people with pictures, the arrow pointing to the landmass.
Yeah. So this actually looks like one of the casinos down there. What do you think, Gulfport? It's got the lighthouse, Biloxi.
Yeah, Biloxi. Yeah.
Is that the Beau Rivage or one of those?
Yeah, could be. And it's been forever since I've been. It's only 5 hours from me, but when I go to the coast, I really don't go that way.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's and if you live in Mississippi and we're around during that time, I mean, that's immediately I see the name and that's immediately what I think of. So it's very obvious what they're stating there. But I think from a beer standpoint, I think it's very interesting. Again, I think that it's very thick. It's that creamsicle is a really good description of kind of what you're getting out of the can.
yeah.
It reminds me of a brunch, brunch drink, similar to a
is-
mimosa or things like that. It would be
Yeah.
perfect for early tailgate weekend or something
I'd say
like
this
that.
is a good Grove drink for a morning
Yep.
game.
Yep. You get that early game, that noon game. This one's
Mhm.
perfect for it. So
And if you happen to be watching this, and you don't know what the Grove is, it's definitely something you need to go out there and find a YouTube video about it. We all went to school at Ole Miss. It's a university in Mississippi, the University of Mississippi, actually, and it's an area where everybody kind of parties before and after the football game. So definitely for our viewers in Indonesia, if you're still watching this channel, go check out the Grove at Ole Miss and watch a video on that. It's definitely an interesting place.
7 opportunities every fall.
There you go. There you go.
yeah.
All right, so let's go around and rate this. What do you guys think?
I can jump in there. So I really enjoy it. Like I said, I think it's more of a brunch drink, more of a cross between like a orange juice and pineapple juice, and maybe mix a little champagne or wine or beer into it. Some of those poor man mimosas where they always put beer into orange juice or things like that, but this one's much better than that. I continue to be impressed with Parish and their diversity. With some of the other things that I've had from them, they do some terrific IPAs and other things. So, I'm going to have to go with probably an 8 for this one.
Good score.
Yeah.
I'm guessing since Ben is muted, I'm going to go next. Ben's working double duty with the kids and production. So,
And I have had this one before too, just to
you
throw that
have?
out there. So
wow.
you're going next either way.
I didn't see it on Untapped as on there. So this is really good. It's fun. That fruitiness. It doesn't taste so much like a sour as, like you said, your breakfast drink. You take a bunch of different fruit juices and you jazz it up with some club soda or some maybe some ginger ale or something like that.
Kind of scary.
Easy. Yeah. Yes. And fortunately it's only 5.6%. So you can have a few instead of, like, if it were like a champagne poured into this, you can probably go twice as many of this versus your champagne drinks. But I'm giving this a 7.5. I like it. I can have a couple of these. But unfortunately, I don't know when they're going to be distributing them, because the availability online, it says occasional. So who knows?
It's not even seasonal. It's just whenever they feel like it.
It says availability occasional.
Yeah, and I feel like we kind of touched on that with maybe the last Parish we did, that they make the beer that is, the most profitable. If I could be remembering this wrong, but they make the beer that's the most profitable, and then they make other things as they have time to do that. So, but I think they should make this one more often. I absolutely love this beer. I think it's exactly what you guys said. If you need that beer, for something in the morning or something, before lunch, this is definitely the beer to have, because of all the things that were mentioned. I think the flavor is great. Really, really refreshing. It does have kind of that heavy feel just because of the creamsicle, because it is such a full beer. But it's really, really, really good. 8.5 for me. I think it's really, really great. That will give us an 8.0 for the greetings from the landmass from Parish Brewing Company. Definitely a fun, interesting beer. If you get a chance to grab one, be sure to do so. For Jay and Andy in the attic, I am Ben. Appreciate you guys watching this video. Check out our other videos if you want more of the same. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.